Hello, this is Father Michael Nasser coming to you from St. Nicholas Orthodox Church here in Grand Rapids, Michigan for this week's Midweek Reflection. And this week I am reflecting on feasting. Thinking about feasts because right now we are halfway between two of the 12 great feasts of the church year. This past Sunday we celebrated the Nativity of the Theotokos, and this coming Saturday we're going to celebrate the Elevation of the Holy Cross. So here we are on Wednesday, right in between these two celebrations. And so it's a very festal time. Two feasts all in 1 week. It's a time to really think about what feasts are. Now, if you go to an Orthodox church, you hear your priest, probably like you hear people hear me talk about how important it is to come and celebrate the great feasts. And normally we think about it feasting or attending the feast in the sense of attending the celebration, attending the liturgical commemoration, coming to the services. And that's absolutely true. When we say come to the feast, that's what we mean. But there's another meaning of the word feast that we also mean when we talk about the importance of coming and celebrating the great feasts or any feast of the year. And that is the sense of feast like you think of like the Thanksgiving feast. Like think of that table full of food on Thanksgiving Day or Christmas Day. Think about a birthday dinner with a great birthday cake. It's that abundance of food which is there for the purpose of celebrating. Now, we in America, we get an abundance of food all the time. That's not normal for most of the world, for most of history. When people have a feast, that's their chance to really kind of fill up. For most people, they don't get that chance. They get to eat something, but they're not eating to the point of being full like we are really as a standard thing, which is why obesity is such a problem in our culture. But that's for another day. But feasting is really important to do when there's something really important to celebrate. And if you think about it spiritually, these feasts are not just great celebrations, great remembrances, great commemorations. They're all of that. They're also great ways for us to feast, to fill ourselves spiritually. These are spiritual feasts. Yes, we often break the fast with a feast, and there's food. We go into our fellowship halls at our churches, and we eat a lot. Think about Pascha night, early in the morning, and it's a feast. There's a bunch of food. But why is it so important and so celebratory? It's because of what we're celebrating. So they go hand in hand. You can't really talk about them being two different meanings. When we feast, we are celebrating, and when we feast, we are filling ourselves up. And that's so important for us spiritually because so many of us, most of us, maybe all of us, are hungry spiritually. We're not getting enough spiritual nutrition. And when a feast comes around, this is our chance to really fill up, to take it all in, to really just fuel up. It's like going into the gas station and not just putting in a quarter tank. It's putting it on and filling it up and then maybe a few more squeezes on that handle. That's the kind of satiation that we get when we celebrate the great feasts. So all that to say, I hope you celebrated on the Nativity of Theotokos. It was easy this year. It was on a Sunday. Here at St. Nicholas, we're going to have Orthros and Liturgy on a Friday night. A lot of people aren't thinking about going to church on a Friday night, but I hope our people will be. Why? Because there's a feast. A lot to celebrate and a lot to take in. And if we are spiritually hungry, and let's be honest, most of us, if not all of us are, this is a chance to be fed. Now, if you don't understand really why that's so important, we have a great opportunity for those of you here at St. Nicholas, because starting tonight and for the next, I think, 8 weeks, we're going to have a series led by Father David, and he's going to be going really deep into why these feasts really feed us, what they really mean for us, not just why they're important in the life of salvation and in the history of the world and theologically, but why they matter to us. And so I hope you'll come and you'll listen to those great presentations, enter into discussion. The series is called A Year in the Life, and the idea is it's the life of the church. It's also a year in our life. And so I hope that all of us will be spiritually fed and nourished by participating in these great feasts because they are great opportunities for us to fill ourselves spiritually. So I hope we'll see everybody tonight for the class. I hope we'll see people at the feast celebrations coming up this Friday night, or if your church has it Saturday. And every day that we celebrate a great feast especially, nobody should miss. To be Orthodox and miss a great feast doesn't make any sense. Why? Because we're hungry, and that's where so much is offered to us. So let's celebrate, continue to celebrate this week, celebrate with all the feasts. And if you found this helpful, please share it with your friends, family, whoever you like, via social media, send it to them by text. And God willing, we'll see you in next week's video.